Presenting Real Estate in a Digitized World, a knowledge seminar by India Chapter of International Advertising Association.
I think Sundar has briefly set a context for the session. In fact, I want to start with the way I used to behave a few years back and the way I behave today. So if I go for any client meeting, maybe a few years back, I used to have a chat with client, try to understand what kind of phone they are using. Are they, as an individual, are they into social media? Do they transact online? Do they have e-com transaction they have done in past or stuff like that? I think if I go today, this survey will be 100% on. As an individual, I think all of us would have moved on as a digital citizen. And if I quickly check in this room also, all of you guys, in terms of individual behavior, you would have moved on where maybe 95% or 100% digital citizen with smartphone in hand, completely living digital life, doing travel booking online, managing your bank account online. So I think in terms of as a consumer, there's a huge amount of change which is happening, but does it reflecting in terms of our behavior when we wear the marketer's hat? So in this context, I'm going to talk in next 20 minutes some numbers and some of the trend which can set a context for the session which is going to come after me. So if you look at today in terms of technology, people are highly involved. People are living the life. So people love Apple, people love Facebook, people love Twitter. And it's becoming part of their life. It's no more something which is distance to them. Again, if you look at few years back, technology used to be pain for many people. But if you look at today, it become pretty much integral part of their life. Their behavior is changing. Their psychographic profile in terms of the way they look at technology is very, very different. It's very much integral in terms of their day in life. If you look at today behavior, how you consume media is not passive anymore. You are not looking at more like a couch potato kind of thing and looking at TV very passively. But people are participating. People are interacting with the content, be it a video content, be it a news or any other. People are participating. People are sharing it. And in fact, one of the biggest example is TV content. Any TV content you see kind of social chatter it generates today is amazing. So there's a huge amount of interaction which is happening with the content in a different manner. And not only it's a consuming, but people are becoming creator. And it's not in thousands, but in millions. So millions of people are generating content today. And the definition of content is becoming much, much wider today than what it used to be a few years back. And with this context, I just wanted to move into some of the numbers. So if there is any people still sitting in the room who think digital is a niche medium, digital is a small medium, so just wanted to address before we move on. So in putting number in a context, basically, if you look at India today, and I'm largely talking about the PC internet here, so today close to 140 million people on the PC internet, and if you add a mobile connected people, this number will be more than 200 million people today. And that will make it almost 70% of India's urban population. So today urban India population around 340 million, and we are talking about almost 70% of urban India population digitally connected through various means. Again, if I narrow down a bit, there is a sort of marketing way of defining socioeconomic class, SEC. And typically A1 is the guy who buys your flats in a crore plus kind of things. Right? So those are the guys, if you look at, it's maybe 33 million kind of number. But again, if you look at internet as a medium, is a 4 times bigger than that. Look at English print. Today English print has readership in range of 38 million. So again, putting a number in a context, digital is 4 times bigger than that. And again, you narrow down to specific properties. Times of India, which is the largest English daily today, has got average issue readership. So in a specific day, there are 7.5 million end up reading Times of India. On a typical day, 10 million people access Facebook. So that's the kind of number we are talking. Video platforms on a typical week, TV viewership with the higher SEC is 33 million. while YouTube as a single platform is more than 22 million. In fact, this number, when Nitin comes, this number might be a bit revised because this number are changing on a weekly basis, if not daily basis, and this number are getting bigger and bigger day by day. And if you look at Indian context compared to global, there are a few game changers, and the biggest game changer is going to be smartphone devices. So as of today, more than 60 million handheld devices in the market which is connected, and which can do almost a PC can do in this environment. And if you look at within that also tablets, which is 2 million as of last published number, but by end of the year, this number will be close to 10 million or more. So this is a kind of computing power, this is a kind of data connectivity is getting into people's hand, which is bigger than any English print, which is bigger than many of the TV channels in the country. And if you look at the kind of data consumption happening, it's in terms of gigabytes and gigabytes of data. Somewhere mobile is also helping in terms of consumption, always on environment and stuff like that. Interestingly, if you look at the people's behavior who are data connected, they spend, as of today, more time on data devices than the TV. And this number is very, very different in context of India, even compared to US. So people connected in India market is spending more time on connected device compared to TV kind of medium. So with this data, I just want to talk about 4 or 5 key trends in terms of consumer, and then I'll quickly look at what can be possibly implication in terms of we guys as a marketer or we guys as an advertiser. So if you look at people's content consumption is moving multi-screen, so it's no more limited to single screen. Or interestingly, it's people are meshing of various experiences. So while they are watching TV, they are also on a Facebook. While they are watching TV, they are also tweeting. Or if they miss any episode, they will go to YouTube or they will go to a Star Plus player kind of platform and check out those contents. So it's not limited to a single screen. And if you look at, again, online kind of media, India is 3rd largest video content consuming country. So in terms of global comparison also, we are somewhere reaching there. And that base is growing on a 40% year-on-year basis. And India today consumes 4 billion videos in a typical month. So that's a kind of scale we are talking about. Platform like YouTube reaches 90% of top TV channel. In fact, YouTube, you take any demographic cut, YouTube will be one of the top 10 channel, sitting with the Star Plus and Z and Sony and those kind of TV channels. And increasingly, this content is getting distributed at a multiple platforms. So it's not, display is not going to be limited to YouTube kind of platform, but look at VuClip, which is mobile-specific video content platform, and kind of number is, again, amazing. It's 40 million kind of reach that platform gets. So it's becoming device agnostic, multi-device kind of behavior, and multi-format kind of behavior. Second behavior, if you take consuming news, so it's not, again, limited to reading newspaper or reading a TV, looking at a TV channel, right? So contents are getting curated, contents are getting customized. Your source is no more limited to sort of broadcast kind of medium, which is highly packaged, but it's a mashup of various things. There are various people creating content. There are multiple tweets coming. So I think most of you would have come to know any breaking news on a Twitter and Facebook compared to maybe a sort of print or TV, right? So that's a kind of change which is happening. And if you look at today, within same sort of publication group or a same media group, Times of India, as I said, reached 7.5 to 8 million, while their own group properties, which is like a Times Internet or a mobile platform, which is 10 and 5 million kind of number. So as a group, their digital properties are becoming bigger than even print properties. Third area, if you look at mobile is becoming bridging devices. So mobile is not only a sort of access devices, but becoming a bridge between real world and sort of virtual world. So I'm sure many of you would have used the QR code or a Times of India Alive kind of application, but it can go beyond what you see in a sort of QR code kind of environment. So there are technologies now which is on the near field communication. There are technology which works on a sort of lat long and give based on your location kind of contents. In fact, if you look at this image, this This is a supermarket in a Japan railway station. So it's a virtual supermarket, so there are images there. You go with your mobile phone, you just scan whatever you want to buy, and the goods get delivered at your home. So it's no more sort of standalone devices, but it's something which is always on your hand. Wherever you go, it goes with you, and always ready to open a complete digital world for you, starting from content to transaction. If I move to the fourth user trend, basically social is become pretty integral. So it's no more social as a component, but social getting integrated in entire web. So be it your travel experience, be it your Facebook experience. So take any of the website today, it's socially connected. There'll be a social element to it, and ready to allow you to share, ready to integrate outside content, outside view, and stuff like that. And also it's becoming mobile. So for example, in Indian context, there are more people accessing Facebook from a mobile than the PC. So it's, again, on the go, always on kind of environment which is creating. And even today's politicians, all of you are aware about the Obama's success, but in Indian context also, the more and more people are getting from political side or from celebrity side on this medium to connect with the users. And people say this election is going to be a turning point in terms of the way politicians are going to work in a digital media. And the last one is basically geography's boundaries are blurring, and especially it goes in terms of information or content kind of environment. So data is available, data is always with you. People have access to information which is happening on other markets. So today, to know what is happening in US, you don't need to travel, but those information available to all the users at a click of button. And that is making consumer more aware about what is happening globally. Their choices are getting shaped by what is happening globally rather than what is happening locally in Indian market. So if this is the context, these are the trend which is happening where consumer is more and more getting connected, and communication is more and more getting connected. What's the implication for us? So somewhere if you look at content is becoming key to the entire thing. So when I say content, the content is in a broader definition. What you put on website, what you create as a video, what experience you give in an online environment, your Facebook asset, your Twitter assets and stuff like that. So what asset or what content you are creating in an online environment is becoming somewhere central. And advertising is becoming more and more content driven rather than a specific message driven. Marketing job is becoming more of a curating content and channelizing than distributing on a mass media. Brands are becoming more of a publisher of content in a specific context. And as a marketer, our job is becoming more storytelling, more narration, rather than a sort of interruption or running a campaign once or twice in a year or stuff like that. And somewhere the consumer is participating to what you are talking about. So they are not a passive message listener, but they are active contributor to entire conversation here. Second thing is multi-screen thinking becoming essential. So you can't think of a single screen or a single format. So it's not only newspaper or TV, but you need to think about multiple screen. And within digital also multiple screens. So it's no more 15-inch PC screen, but it's a 5-inch mobile phone or a 10-inch tablet are becoming important. So one need to get into more responsive thinking, more responsive design, which ready to render in a different environment and give message. I'm sure Sudhir will talk about Magic Brick, but he is running a campaign right now that Magic Brick is available on all formats. So somewhere consumer needs information and they need information on the go. So that's where we need to start also moving into that environment where we are just one click away. So whenever they are looking for us, we should be there and happy to help customers. Third area, basically, it's becoming more audience-driven. So, and more, we are moving into data-driven environment. So currently, if somebody walks into our outlet or walks into our sales office for any query, we create a database, we create a form, and then there is a CRM programs runs behind that to reach out to same customer, follow up and stuff like that. But do we do a similar amount of rigor when somebody visits our website? Do we track of them? And most of the cases, answer will be no. So somewhere people visiting our website has shown some intent, has shown some inclination to engage with us, be it in terms of purchase, be it in terms of knowing more. And I think we are moving into era where we need to start tracking those people actively. And there are technologically ways to track them. And you can reach out to the same audiences again with the different messaging and then bring them back. And you can start eventually clustering them. So, for example, people who visited your website, people who are repeat visiting your website, that means there is even keen interest. So the way to define your audience is changing. So it's no more a classical SCCAB or catchment kind of thing, but it's becoming more like an intent or behavior kind of thing. So what's my audience behavior and how am I going to address that? A person visiting site first time and you reach out, retarget them after a week. Your message can be different vis-a-vis a person visited your website 10 times and you're reaching out to them. That means the person visited 10 times is keenly interested, he is doing some homework and ready to maybe meet you or transact you and stuff like that. So you can run, in a way, a very large-scale CRM program which is more intent-driven rather than your people visiting your outlet or sales office kind of thing. And digital provides all this facility where you can capture intent, not only behaviors. Fourth area which is becoming important is conversation. There is a huge amount of conversation happening around brand, and I'm sure including the real estate kind of category. So people do talk about product, people do talk about experiences, and it's a time to start monitoring what charter is happening, what's implication, because that will have impact on a subsequent communication, that will have impact on what you are going to talk, how you're going to behave in your communication and in real-world interactions. So I think the top line one need to look at what's the volume of mention, do people talk about it or no. And many times you need to listen beyond your brand. It can be, again, in this industry context, it can be catchment, it can be area. So you might get insight which is pretty relevant. So western suburb versus central suburb, for example. So what kind of discussion going on? Or upcoming area, whether it's Kandivali or it's Avashi. So you get some kind of feel in terms of what people talk about location, localities, and in and around surrounding kind of thing. So that can be a rich mining in terms of where to go for project or where to go for marketing in terms of looking for right kind of audiences. Other thing is theme associated with the campaign and competition. So you can do competitive tracking on so that what people are talking about the other projects or what people are talking about the competitive brands. And all this information can be fed back into building campaign somewhere, building your communication, and then it's ongoing refinement process. So it's not a one-time process, but you continuously keep listening and then it creates a loop where you keep refining these messages. And somewhere you look at, and this is some random 4-5 names I picked up to check, and if you look at in last 3 years' time, the conversation around property and property assets have grown, and it's growing multifold. So I think time is right where people are talking about it, and we should start listening what they are talking about and start understanding more on that. So if you have to summarize somewhere, basically what it's creating is a huge data-rich environment, and somewhere that audience data is sitting as central, and that data has got implication on a various way. So kind of assets or kind of communication which we are building, be it in terms of our advertising to our website, to our application, whatever you build in a digital environment. Kind of media solution which we are picking up. So again, search, social, all this area, and what kind of targeting which we are doing. Kind of data management platform which we are putting in terms of whether it's a traditionally defined CRM solution or a new age CRM solution where you are capturing a larger behavior and intent and how you are reaching out it. And then finally all this come together and can be a data visualization which helps you take a management decision. So that's how the overall decision ecosystem which is evolving for a marketing set of people. So if I had to summarize, basically it's not a single event, it's in a way confluence of many events. Of course, digital is driving this event, and as a result what is happening is there is a content everywhere. There is content getting created by everyone. So it's a you and I or a people, a common man is creating content, and there are specialists creating content. The brands are curating the content. So there is multiple activity happening on that front. Digital is everywhere, so it's not limited access but on the go. And basically there are people say there are more phones in the country than the loo, so that's the kind of access we have here. And somewhere social is making more democratic entire environment, and there is enough people voices heard. So there are multiple events are happening and creating that always on connected environment. And its time is ripe for us to get ready for the new world order in that sense. So this is just to start and set a context. Happy to take a few questions before we move on to next session.
How do you arrive at the various solutions, whether it would be a content web solutions or tech solutions or dashboards and visualization tools? So if you can give an example and drive the whole thing, so it would be beneficial for everybody.
Yeah, so somewhere this comes from basically, as I said, the audience data is a center point and our understanding of audience is center point. So if I have to just give a context of this industry, if you are launching a very premium project, in terms of your web solution, it's important it's a tablet-ready solution. Because all your guys who are going to access your website are going to access from iPad kind of devices. So if you think conventionally and put up your website which is not rendering well on a tablet, then we haven't done your homework properly. So some of these are very basic, while some of them can go to a next level, which I said in terms of people visiting your website, how do you tag them and then keep readdressing those customers. So there are technology solutions which allows you to remarket or cluster your audiences on ongoing basis and create specific messages for that. And some of the solution, again, Google kind of company or Facebook kind of company also provide, where you reach out to same set of audiences who have shown some intent or interacted with your assets in a web environment. So it can be very basic, commonsensical level to advanced technology solution level. And based on your need, you can cluster it where you want to peg it.
I'm Rizwan Khatri from JC Homes Limited. Just want to understand how much social media like Facebook or something can be effective for a high value apartment in real estate industry in a specific way. Do we get conversions out of social media?
Yeah. So I want to define the social in a slightly larger context. So Facebook is definitely a platform and a very, very important platform, but there are platforms which is beyond Facebook in this context. So for example, if you're looking for a premium audiences, then platform like LinkedIn also play important role. Having said that, there are premium brands which are on a Facebook for various reasons, starting from engaging to generating the lead, and we are seeing the fair amount of success. But if you are looking from opinion-driving leadership, then the activity which you do beyond Facebook is more important than what you do in Facebook. So that's where forums, blogs, all these things are more important than the platform like Facebook.
I was talking about in terms of conversion. Branding, I understand it happens quite a bit on the Facebook and other Twitters and things like that. But conversions I'm talking about, actually a person making his mind out of the social media like Facebook.
So basically what we have seen in impulse kind of category conversion happening. Real estate conversion happening straight away from the Facebook will be a bit sort of far-fetched. But definitely in case of impulse category, we are seeing a lots of conversion. So basically food, retail, e-com, all these categories, there is a huge amount of transaction which is happening. In fact, we work with Domino's kind of clients and stuff like that. So on a typical month, we would be doing few thousand transactions through this kind of platform.